YouTube, it's a pre-trip inspection. Here we go. Alright, start off with the clearance lights. They're properly mounted and secured, not cracked, broken, or damaged, clean and proper color, amber. Go down to the mirror, not cracked, broken, or damaged, no illegal stickers, clean, not cracked, in good working condition. My windshield wipers, they're not cracked, they're in good working condition. My hood is not cracked, broken, or damaged, and it's in good working condition. My right and left headlights are not cracked, broken, or damaged, in good working condition. My left turn signal is not cracked, broken, or damaged, in good working condition, clean and proper color, amber. My right turn signal is not cracked, broken, or damaged, clean and proper color, amber, and it's also in good working condition. My tag is up to date and it's also not cracked, broken, or damaged. Under the vehicle, there's no leaks. You must check under the vehicle, make sure the engine and the transmission is not leaking. All right, we're gonna go under the hood on this thing, on this bad boy. On this bad boy. Bad boy. Ugh. Ugh. Boom, booyah. Alright, we're gonna start on the passenger side. Start on the passenger side. You check your coolant level. Check your coolant. Make sure your coolant is up to the proper level. If it's not, you add coolant. It's not leaking and it's also in good working condition. Alright. We're gonna check the alternator. The alternator is properly mounted and secured, not cracked, broken, or damaged, no missing bolts, and it's also in good working condition, and it is belt driven. Alright. Where the next thing we're gonna check is our water pump. Our water pump. Our water pump. Hell, our water pump. Our water pump. Our water pump right here. It's not cracked, broken, or damaged. It's in good working condition, and it's belt driven, and it's not leaking. Our exhaust, not cracked, broken, or damaged, no black soot. It's not leaking, and it's also in good working condition. Alright, let's go on to the driver's side. Super straight, super 8, super straight. Alright, here we go, driver's side. We're going to check our windshield washer fluid. It's not cracked, broken, or damaged. By looking through the sight glass, we probably need a little bit of washer fluid. So you would put washer fluid in there as needed. Alright. We're going to come down here, come down to our power steering fluid. Power steering fluid. Look through the sight glass, make sure it's filled at adequate level. If it's not, you add power steering fluid. You take the top off, and you check the dipstick, make sure it's filled to the adequate level. Alright. Let's go down from our power steering fluid. Check our oil. How you check the oil is you pull out the dipstick, you wipe it off, you stick it back in, you pull it out again and make sure the oil is above the add and refill mark. If not, you need oil. Alright? This is where you add the oil in the engine compartment. Alright? We're going to come down to our steering linkage. Our steering linkage consists of we have our steering linkage, make sure it's not cracked, broken, or damaged, and no missing bolts. The U-joints on the steering linkage is not cracked, broken, or damaged, in good working condition with no missing bolts. Alright. Our gearbox. Gearbox is not cracked, broken, or damaged. It's not leaking. with no missing nuts or bolts. Alright, we'll come down here to our pitman arm, our drag link, our steering arm, and our tie rod, which is that long bar going across. That bar right there going across, that's the tie rod. They're not cracked, broken, or damaged. No missing nuts and bolts. No missing Carter keys or Carter pin. You can call that a castle nut. It looks like a castle. No missing castle nuts, no missing loose bolts. Alright. Now that we're down there, we're going to come here to our leaf springs and our leaf spring hanger, which is right here. Leaf spring hanger is properly mounted and secured, not cracked, broken, or damaged, no missing bolts, and also in good working condition. Our leaf spring is not cracked, broken, damaged, or shift, with none missing, and in good working condition. Our U-joints, right there, U-bolts, not cracked, broken, or damaged, no missing nuts and bolts, and in good working condition. Right here is our damn, can't believe I be forgetting the name of that right there, and I know what it is. It's not cracked, broken, or damaged. It's not leaking, and also in good working condition. The name is right on the tip of my tongue. Our hoses are not cut, chafed, with no leaks, no missing, it's not cracked, broken, or damaged, and also in good working condition. Right here is our I did a whole pre-trip. Now I'm forgetting the names of this stuff. You gotta be kidding me. This is our brake chamber. And our slack adjuster and push rod. The brake chamber is in good working condition. Clamps with no missing bolts. Clamp is tight with no missing bolts. And also in good working condition. Our slack adjuster is not missing any bolts, in good working condition. And it should not have no more than 1 inch play by hand when you pull it by hand with the brakes released. Alright? Now I forgot to check the belts. Make sure your belts, you tug on the belts, make sure it's no more than 3/4 inch play on the belts. Alright, we're gonna come in here and check our brake drum. Our brake drum is not cracked, broken, or damaged, in good working condition with no oil, grease, or debris. Our brake lining is it's in good working range. It's not worn dangerously thin, and also in good working condition. Our tire, check our thread depth. Make sure our thread depth is 4/32. 4/32 on the drive axle tires, on the steering axle tires. All right, 4/32 on the steering axle tires. Make sure there's no cut, bulges along the tire wall, the side wall, and that also in good working condition. Our tire pressure should be 110 psi. All right, that's the tire pressure, 110 psi. Our rim is not cracked, broken, or damaged, and also in good working condition. We got all the bolts here. All the bolts are present. They're tight, not cracked, broken, or damaged. There's no loose bolts. No rust trails. Rust trails indicate the sign of looseness. So there's no looseness. You got a grease seal, axle seal, hub oil seal. There's a sight glass here. If it's leaking, then you know that it's not in good working condition. The way you tell is by looking at the sight glass, and then that'll tell you that the oil is at its adequate level. If that was to leak, then it's not properly working and it's not in good working condition. All right. That is the pre-trip on the front cab. All right. I'm gonna try to hit up another pre-trip. Maybe sometime later. I'm finna go back inside and watch some college football, man. Y'all get at me. YouTube. I'll at your boy. Pre-trip inspection. Let me know what you think.